Hi, this is Mark Meshulam, the Chicago window expert. I'm in San Francisco today at InterSolar, a conference to help promote the use of solar energy here in the United States. My mission, bring solar to Chicago. Here's a great example of different types of photovoltaic panels. You'll get a typical panel here with an aluminum frame around it, and then you have another type of PV cell that's actually laminated between two pieces of glass. This is a photovoltaic panel that has cooling coils on the backside. The effect is to keep the PV cool during operation, which makes them more efficient, and the water can then be reclaimed for building heat or hot water. Photovoltaics can also be used in fixtures, outdoor lighting. You can collect the sun's light during the daytime, sun's energy during the daytime, and then you can light up the light at night too. This is a single-axis tracking system for a photovoltaic array. Here is another system that utilizes a single-axis tracking system where you have a flat surface of 78 feet by 40 feet on a racking system which rotates on a circular railroad track. And of course there is no shortage of racking systems which are fixed, and clever methods for attaching the panels to the racking system. Here we have a twin-axis single-post solar tracker. This can aim in really pretty much any direction and rotate to follow the sun as it goes across the sky. This is a retrofit tracking system. It's designed to take what was previously a fixed system and then turn it so that it can be oriented toward the sun. This is a very nice dual-axis tracking system from Spain. The long beam that you see running underneath the system, here you see it, that would be running north-south, so that the panels run east-west as they follow the sun, and then of course they could tilt vertically as the sun moves across the sky based upon the season. This strategy for capturing solar energy involves using dish concentrators. They will be focusing the energy of the sun onto this point, which is a Stirling engine, a completely different concept from the rest of the PV we're looking at here at this conference. It's also on a turntable, and it also can be used with trackers to aim it up and down. This is a single-post, dual-axis tracker, and the unique thing about this is it has two sensors, one at the top of the tracker and one at the side of the tracker, and it follows the rays of the sun. This one is made in western Pennsylvania. Made in America. In order to attach a PV array to the grid, you need an inverter to convert the direct current into alternating current to be accepted by the grid. So these come in a variety of different sizes. Here's a utility grade inverter. And here are some residential and multifamily grade inverter systems. As you can see, this inverter stuff can get very serious. Another interesting strategy toward collecting the sun's energy, these are vacuum tubes with solar collectors inside them. The presence of a vacuum, if you could say such a thing, around the solar collector actually increases its ability to absorb the sun's energy and not lose it through the atmosphere. We've got some big names in electricity here at this conference. Siemens, for example, puts together boxes which have an integrated inverter and communication function, and also software which can track the output of the system. Batteries designed for the PV market are called deep cycle batteries because they're designed to be drawn all the way down to 80% and to be brought right back up to 100%. That would not be something that an automotive battery could do. Okay, and here we see an example where windows in a curtain wall are being used to help generate power for the building, right up our alley. This particular unit is a sealed insulated glass unit with sort of a transparent PV layer onto it. This is amorphous silicon technology, otherwise known as thin film, and this particular one is spread out in such a way that it actually will allow light to come through it. One purpose is to generate electricity, one purpose is to actually reduce the solar heat gain into the building, and also to reduce glare. And of course, what solar technology conference would be complete without wind turbines? Moscone Center itself has no shortage of glass technology. Here we have a very tall curtain wall with a bow-shaped steel structure spanning a very large distance behind it.
Mr. President, I know that you'd be very interested in the idea that we're going to be bringing solar to your hometown of Chicago, right?
The second floor of InterSolar has a lot of equipment for manufacturers of PV technologies. Here we have a triple-axis CNC machine to help fabricate mullions, which are used to hold PV panels. At the heart of a PV panel is a silicon crystal, and this is what a silicon crystal looks like. It's grown as a large crystal and then it's sliced very, very thin. And the reason it looks gray here and it usually looks bluish in the array is that after it's cut, it gets a coating on it, a vacuum deposition process, which would increase its ability to absorb energy from the sun. Some of the steps involved in making a photovoltaic panel that utilizes a thin film technology, in case the PV material is actually sprayed on to the substrate, and then it is masked and subjected to a variety of different coating processes. This is a DC lighting system, would be powered by a photovoltaic panel. One of the greatest costs in an office building is lighting. This is lighting that would be run pretty much for free, and it produces very little heat. Coming to InterSolar has been a very humbling experience for me. I see exhibitors here from the West Coast, the East Coast, lots of exhibitors from China, Germany, Spain, but I don't see anyone from Chicago, so I think it's time for folks of Chicago to get the same wake-up call that I got.